Can everybody hear me on my stream? Yes, we have yeses. Oh, Jay can't. Jay can't. Jay needs to turn the sound. Excellent. Good evening, everyone. Good morning, Args. How are you? Whew, that's frantic. Don't do that, by the way. Yeah, very nice day, actually. Nice family day, so yeah, can't complain. Yeah, and just a reminder, mate, it's clocks tomorrow for us, so we'll... Yes, so what does that make it? 9, does that make it a 9 for me in tomorrow? So Args and I record our Tuesday episode on a Sunday morning, but it's the crazy clocks forward and back tomorrow. So, right, stop with the smart comments about did my battery run out? I don't have my new car yet. It doesn't come till next week. Oh, hang on a second. People can't hear you on my stream. I need to switch a setting over.
It doesn't matter. Right, I'm going to buy the
right,
combine.
guys, everybody should be able to hear Args now.
Alright.
Sorry, I forgot to tick that one off.
That's right. So, we've got 110 grand, mate. I logged in and skipped forward a few days, sold a bit of silage, and the
nice.
Just kept on ticking up.
I'm guessing that lime probably made us a bit of cash as well.
Yeah, the lime was good, but so's the electrical charge. Like if you look on, I think yesterday's day, it's all reset.
That's quite a nice little earner, isn't it?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, 25 grand a day just from the electricity, having that silage. The BGA full. So
25 grand a day from electric?
Yeah. Month.
Okay.
Yeah, month.
Let's just do silage from now on.
2 days per month. Yeah, I know, right? It's all these hippies with their electric vehicles.
I know. God, who wants to drive an electric car?
Yeah. Dinosaurs died 60 million years ago, so we could have fuel.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm getting requests to turn you back off now. They can hear you.
Right, I'm going to buy a combine.
Yeah, buy a combine.
Right, we're going to get the Class Dominator, aren't we?
Yeah.
We want some GPS on that. I knew there was a reason it was going to cost more than we thought. It's the GPS, the 15 grand to add that in. 85,000.
And we're going to get that Demco auger. Hey, are we bagging our grain, or are we?
We are. I've already got the bagger.
Exciting. So we're going to use, there's a mod that came out with 22. Was it a mod in 19?
I don't know.
I think so.
It's an LS Mod Company mod. So Farmer Klein did a preview of it a month or 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it only costs $2,500. So it's much cheaper than buying a silo.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good, and it's kind of a nice way to stack things.
Yeah.
Yep. So everybody asking if I've invested in an electric vehicle, I've invested in a hybrid. I can't go full electric yet. I can't bring myself to go full electric. So I need some fossil fuels in my life still.
Fair enough. Have you driven a full electric?
I have driven a Tesla, yes.
Oh, Tesla, right.
And
I haven't had a Tesla.
It's breathtaking is the only word I can describe.
Yeah. We test drove, we took one of the Mercedes electric vehicles for a drive 6 months ago, and it blows you away.
The torque on the acceleration is just, you can't even explain it. I mean, Teslas look like spaceships inside anyway. I think that's really, there's a novel. I don't like them from the out. I think they're quite ugly from the outside.
Yeah.
But in the cabin, it's gorgeous.
I think electric cars, because they don't need the cooling and radiator at the front, and they're all about aerodynamics, that's changed things up quite a lot for how cars look. And I think it'll take a bit of getting used to, and the designers to find the best way forward for it. But
for sure, yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's lovely, that little J&M cart, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. I tested it to make sure the auger regions to the bagger were all sorted. And it was only 10 grand, not 60 grand like the
I know, it's quite punchy, isn't it?
The one we've got in there. Yeah, it's good. JCL's farm equipment on itch for that one. Right.
Yeah.
Should we go do some harvesting?
Yes. As I turned up late, do you want to take the combine?
Sure. Don't have to ask me twice. So we've got the oats and the wheat are ready. The canola's not quite ready yet, so not far off.
Well, if we get the first two done, we can always pop forward a couple of hours, can't we?
We could. Ooh.
So Polycount Taz is asking, can I explain how hybrid works? Is it electric and gas motors working separate or alongside? Well, I think the majority of them work separately. So I have about 40 to 50 mile range on electric, which is fine because I would say about 90% of my journeys are under 50 miles. And then you've got a standard engine on as well. Standard petrol engine or diesel engine. I've gone petrol.
It's a bit of power on demand sometimes too, isn't it?
There is a bit of that as well. You can use the two together, I think, for... but around town running, it just switches and runs on the electric, which is quite nice.
So, the other thing, did we want to buy a bag handler for the front loader rather than using the forks? Up to you, what you want, more comfortable using.
We got forks.
We've got pallet forks, so you can hook the bags.
Let's just lip one at a time on there, shall we? See how if it goes pear-shaped, we can nip back and get another one.
Well, it only creates one bag at a time anyhow, so you can only pull one out from underneath the auger thing.
We should be alright, shouldn't we? We're just using one of the tines. Oh, look, the sorghum's looking well.
Looks good, eh? Yeah. It's all that tender-loving weeding you gave it last time.
That was a good weeder, that, wasn't it? 9 metre weeder.
It was. It was impressive. Hey, Scott Page, how you doing? Nice to see you farming sins. Hello as well. Welcome along.
Hello to... I'm going to say just a broad hello to everybody in my chat because I rocked up late.
Yeah, sorry. I'm limited to 15 miles.
Conscientious.
What's that? You've been very courteous.
Yeah, I could just barrel past you, but I'll play the game.
Well, it's nothing to do when you get past me anyhow. You got to wait for the harvest to start.
Exactly.
We could actually we can pick up the straw with one of the loading wagons too, can't we? And put it in the shed.
This is true. So it'll help us
bulk
out our TMR in the future. Stretch
or
that.
Bedding for the cows.
Yeah, that too. Oh, there's the bagger.
Right. There is the bagger. Yeah, I tried to figure out the best place to put it. I thought that was nice, because if we want to put the bags into the shed, we can pull them out quite easily.
Yeah.
Alright, jump straight into it, There's a little... there's no collision on it, so
no collision
reach.
Helps. Definitely.
Yeah.
That's good.
Need to turn my straw swath on. Which button's there? That one there. There we go. Into it.
Nice.
First harvest on No Man's Land. Very exciting.
Where did you dump your forks, actually? Are they...
they're around the back of the shed.
I'll pop them on now. Well, not that I need them now, but... Oh, we're eating into the silage, aren't we?
Yeah, I've put a few loads in. My stream's a little behind FSG's. Pause FSG's and let mine catch up, Greg. Or just close his altogether and watch mine. Either or.
At least Argsy rocked up on time. The least he deserves is viewers.
Yeah. I'm punctual. I've got to say, I love your little intro, whatever you want to call it, teaser trailer for Elk Mountain. That was very well done.
I was just having a bit of fun last night, and it just came to me. I found a piece of music, and I was like, "Ooh, that would work."
That would work. That was very well done. Very good.
No, it was fun putting that one together. Threw a few Easter eggs in for future episodes.
Yeah, as well. Exactly. It raised more questions than answers, I think.
Right, my joystick's decided not to work. Hang on a second, I'll just set up a few keybinds while you fill the tank.
Indeed, 30% already, so I'll get around a couple of times, I think.
Right.
Turn off that hazard light.
Front.
You're hungry for some barbecue, Scott, but Scorp's not here. No, Scorp isn't here. You're a Texan, though. You must be a dab hand.
We're good. Mark Thor, no collisions, not realistic. I'm off.
Good one, Margaret.
Margaret's the new Karen.
Margaret's the new Karen. Set our GPS up on this side, I think, because this is the longer edge.
Yeah.
So have you had a look around Green Valley yet? As I've seen, there's been a few videos have come out already for it.
People are quick off the mark, aren't they?
Oh,
I mean, literally, I got it last night, and I was like, no, I'm gonna digest it because it's a big map, but it's nice, isn't it?
It is nice, yeah.
I love the fact it's kind of geared towards dairy farming as well. It's a nice
very much
change.
so. I was tempted to float the idea of dropping this and doing a sort of multiplayer tour of it together, but
well, maybe if we get through the harvest here.
Yeah, we could go and take a look. But it's not on a server though, so we'd be doing it separately.
Yeah, true. Or maybe we set up a couple of episodes of a MP. Maybe we move from No Man's Land.
Oh, who knows? Could be. Oh, that's a bit of a lag spike. Oh,
no,
laggy Argsy.
You didn't like that. Didn't like that shiny blue paint anyway, did you?
I love my shiny blue paint. I've put the repair mod in, and I repaired my tractor, and it costs just under $4,000.
Oh, with it reduced?
So yeah, down to 25%.
That's insane.
It was pretty broken. To be fair.
Yeah, mine's on the verge of being broken as well.
Yeah. What map, Nick? So Green Valley by DJ Modding. He's sent it out to a few people, and I know Farmer Klein and FS Club have both done live streams on it, and there's a few other.
It's cracking. It's a good map.
Videos, but it's a nice map. Yeah, it is a nice looking map. It's a very DJ modding map, which is what makes it nice, of course.
Yeah, I've always said that. I think DJ has probably the most.
Okay.
Like his style, you can recognise it straight away.
Yeah.
He's got very, you know, you look at it and you go, it's got a signature DJ mapping style to it.
Mm. Yeah, he had like his, he has the towns and the way he organises the map. It's very cool.
I like the fact there's 2 towns as well. It's not.
Yeah, so I've sort of recorded a bit of a tour. I'm going to edit that a little bit later. But that's one thing I commented on. The towns don't actually take up much space on the map.
No,
in terms of lost farmland. And at the end of the day, you're never ever going to farm every field on a 4X. You're mad if you do.
Yeah.
So it's not
big
that
fields,
bigger,
right?
Yeah,
a lot of big fields.
A lot of big fields. Some good small ones too. So it's a good mix.
Yeah, and lots of grass fields that aren't actual fields, as in numbered fields, which is interesting as well.
There's a big grass area right next to the shop, which would be great if he subdivided it off. But it's part of the big land parcel that includes some roads and the shop and everything like that as well.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I think it's. Well, Matthew Strode's just pointed out we could just do a local.
Oh yeah, could do.
Although that Args is on the other side of the world, so
yeah,
one of us might find it a bit laggy.
A little bit. That's right.
Oh, Pleasant's got permission to release the Alice Chalmers 8000 series. That's good news, Pleasant. Excellent stuff.
Nice. No, I haven't set my width yet, have I? Do that.
Nidas, unfortunately you can't join this one. It's a private server, I'm afraid.
You wouldn't want to join anyhow. You wouldn't want to play with us.
No, we don't know what we're doing.
Nah.
Mark
Make it up as
Thor
we
has
go.
converted something as well. What do you think Mark Thor's converted?
It's a guessing game, he said.
I think I might know. I'm not going to say. Don't want to give too much away. But we both had the same idea the other day.
Oh, did you?
Right, shall we unload this and see what happens?
Yeah, I'm going to come over and watch. I mean, I know what happens, but I want to let everyone else see.
I'm intrigued if you keep loading it. Does it move the bags out for you, or do you have to manually move them every time?
No, but it's got capacity in it, so you might actually want to put the auger wagon on your tractor.
Okay.
So then you can use the
Oh, there is a bit of a collision.
Front loader.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Did you only put a little bit in?
Yes, a tiny bit. Tiny bit, and I'm
Yeah.
swapping tractors. I'll leave you. There's no fuel crisis. I'll leave your engine running.
It's a bottomless diesel tank.
Let the conspiracy theorists have their moment of glory.
Indeed. Tyler Bailey, how you doing? Nice to have you here.
Oh, Nick Stegman's saying something interesting. He's working on something that might change the game big time if he can get it to work the way he wants it to. That sounds interesting. Yeah, I am properly broken. I'm not going to make the episode, I don't think. We'll live life on the edge, though. We'll not repair just yet.
What it was? Oh, I thought you were talking personal, like you shattered after a day out on. We did wonder what happens when you get to 0, though, didn't we?
Yeah, I think it'll just conk out in the middle of the field, and we'll have to. Right, there we go. Should have maybe changed the.
So you come over to this other side, you can enter this bagger,
Yeah, okay.
and when you enter it, you then press B to turn it on. B? Man, B. Why has it not started creating one?
8,000 litres. Oh. So Argy's bare legs then. That was unpleasant.
That's intriguing. I wonder if you're in the way and it can't spawn it. Or it's detecting something collision.
Let me move it away.
This is going to be typical. I tested this and I tested it on... Ooh,
Single
did I
player.
test it on the actual... I did test it on single player. You're right. Haha, that could be a problem, couldn't it? It worked on single player just fine. Disable pallet creation. No, we want to enable pallet creation.
Is it a production mod?
No.
No.
No, it should just starts generating pallets underneath their bags.
Enter vehicle. B. Disable. Okay.
Not going to work.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
Well, unless it's detecting a collision or something here to say it can't create the bag. Don't know why.
Polycount says the
further away
bagger
from
is
the building.
sensitive to collisions, so let's just see if there's anything around it that's going to cause any grief. Oh, the hitbox for it's massive.
Is that what?
Or is it the... What's that? What's the hitbox for this?
Is the trigger?
Is that the hit? That's not the trigger for the...
Does it have any collisions on it? It needs a wheel loader to move. Telehandler to move it.
Hang on.
Yeah, no, super strength doesn't work either.
It doesn't?
No.
Oh my god, that's annoying.
Never work with new mods on a live stream. How many times have we told ourselves?
I know. Shall I lease us a telehandler very quickly?
Lease a telehandler, yeah.
Let's just
down.
Let's just.
I'm just going to carry on combining. I'll let you sort this out. You can sort out my mess.
Does it need to be a big one? Can we get away with that little Schaefer?
So long as it can handle the weight.
Do you know what I'll do? What's this? $5,000. That's going to blow our budget.
Yeah, we can use some magic to put that money back in.
Yeah. Chat to the friendly farmer down the road.
Caleb's saying he said a bug where it has to be not grass underneath with multiplayer. We could try that too.
How odd is that? Right, okay, let me get a fork for this as well. What could I get?
It could just be broken for multiplayer too, Crazy 8.
Telehandler tools. I've got no bag handler, so it'll have to be a pallet fork. Okay, at least that. That's
you don't need you don't need anything on the telehandler.
Oh well,
it just clips to it.
It was $102, so.
Okay. Yeah, it just attaches to it like it's got a like a front loader tool or telehandler tool. Sorry.
Use it for shifting the bags too. Right, here I come.
Well, that's a good start.
Never work with children, animals, and new mods. We could have just painted out the grass underneath it, actually, couldn't we?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Maybe I'll do that while you're walking back down. What's going on there? Is that gravel? That one little piece.
Jordan says it's my fault for turning up late.
No, grass didn't help.
Stick it in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, move it somewhere. Official Foxtrot, how you doing? Welcome along. Tyler, am I doing more Deer Creek? I certainly am. We will be heading back there sometime during the week, I hope. Want to try out the Borgo planters.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nice to see them out. I got this set up to extend. No, I haven't. Of course I haven't. Mixture of
I'm watching. So if you just put it right on the front face, like make your fork thing vertical, and you just drive in towards that side. Yeah.
Does it not matter which side?
It is that side. Yes, I think you're on the right side.
Ooh. There we go. Whoa. Don't tip the grain out. Okay, this is quite heavy because it's full of grain.
Yeah.
Oh, I can still steer. All-wheel steering.
That's a four-wheel steer. It's perfect.
Just having a moment. Oh, lag spike.
I must have been auto-save that one.
How far do we go?
Oh, just give it
I
a
don't want to
try
go.
there
I don't
and
want
see
to go
what
right
happens.
close to the BGA. Right, try that, shall we? Moving far enough away.
Moment of truth.
Enter vehicle. Enable pallet creation. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Result.
Success.
That's, do you know what size of bags it's giving us?
2,000 litres.
2,000 litres. Superb. Right, I'll get a pallet fork and I will move him out of the way.
It's a relief.
There we go. Nasty collision.
See.
So if anybody's using it, make sure you don't place it too close to buildings.
Indeed. See, John in your chat saying it's not realistic moving it like that. It's also not realistic that it wouldn't generate a bag because it was too close to the shed.
Really? Shall we talk about FarmSim and realism, shall we? There we go. Second bag going.
There we go, that's working good.
Tell you what, you wouldn't want to do this with corn, would you?
No, that's true. Or potatoes.
Yeah, potatoes. Right.
Who'd have potatoes?
Yeah.
About that. Oops. Stop. Alright, actually you know what we're going to do.
Oops. Just scrape the forks down the side of Trailer Park Farm's nice shed.
He's not here, he won't see.
Yeah.
But strange considering where they had it in Hofburgman. They probably scripted it differently when it was placed into the map, Greg. Can I get into there? Just.
Jordan, it makes it into whichever crop you've harvested. So it's just another way, instead of using a silo and having to get a truck to take it to a sell point, you can just load it into bags. I think definitely helpful on a smaller farm. I'm not sure you'd want to do this on a big... Ooh, okay. This is my only gripe, I can't get it.
Of course. That's where a big bag handler would be better, wouldn't it, with the spike?
Just extend a little.
Bit of concentration on that face.
It's not quite how I would have it set up as well.
So is it not so it hasn't made another bag because I'm too close to it now with the tractor.
It's going to ping off. I knew it was going to ping off. The guy that had the rant at me a few weeks ago about I watched your live stream and all you did was stack potatoes for 2 hours is going to be having a sense of deja vu if he logs in tonight.
Oh, I'm sure we can find time for you to drive the combine for a bit. Once you've paid your dues for being late.
Hope you've not killed the animals by just skipping too many days.
No, I took my time and fed them, and we went and looked at them while we were waiting for you. I pointed out which one was your favourite and why she was hiding in the corner.
Crying. Did you point out your 15 favourites?
It's a rugby team.
Oh, you're fairly belting through that field, Args.
Yeah, it's going pretty fast actually. Not here to make friends, we're here to get things done.
Need the long forks. That's right, Peter. That would help for sure. I would also like it if my my controls were set up how I like them. I'm tipping down when I should be tipping up, so it's my muscle memory's failing me, along with most other things.
It's
God
just
bless,
age,
no
isn't it?
collisions. Patrick, what is this thing? This is a crop bagger. So we're basically loading up 2,000 litre bags of wheat at the moment.
Wheat. Cheaper way to store our crops than buying an expensive silo.
Yeah, what's a silo? 85, 90,
I don't know.
100 grand?
I don't
The
know,
cheapest
probably
ones,
find
the
that
small
out.
ones.
Probably find Elk Mountain had a cheap one as part of his ranch set or something like that.
Yeah, probably did. I'm sure there's a few old ones, isn't there?
Yeah. I see
Right,
he
this should
released
be
his
possible.
released his shed pack thing.
Yeah, his shed came out
It's
today.
a
I'm
big
keen to have a look at that.
workshop or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I was a big fan of that in 19, so I think he's added some. I think he's tweaked a little bit of it as well.
Yeah. I reckon you'll find Jeb will build one of those out the back of his garage.
Yeah. Jeb's started to monopolise my thoughts at the moment. Not in a good way. Not in a good way.
Oh my goodness, what's going on with this? What is this Jeb in your game sense, or the fictional Jeb who's tormenting your subscribers?
A bit of both. Bit of both. I am enjoying that though. He gets. I talk about it in tomorrow's episode actually.
I'm sure you're all compliments.
Oh yeah, nothing but.
Yeah.
Yeah, Patrick saying the silo is cheap compared to the time it takes to pack. Yeah, there's definitely a trade-off. I think you're right.
Mm.
I think it's definitely a small farm solution. It's not a. You wouldn't do it on North Dakota.
No, it's not a grain bagger like we've seen, where you can just fill it up with thousands or tens of thousands of litres. Greg reckons you're going to become a script writer soon and stop playing FarmSim.
Yeah.
Honestly, the farming's secondary in Elk Mountain.
It's kind of turning out that way. I think what will happen is, once the story's established, if I had more money, there would be more farming in it. Problem is, I've got no money at the moment.
I heard there's a state lottery coming up. Maybe you could win that.
Possibly. That's probably rigged as well.
Probably. If the sheriff does the draw.
Yeah.
Jeb's won it already. Oh, Peter Clark was here before. I don't know if he's still around. He's got some interesting theories on it.
Yeah, I do like Peter's theories. Slightly offensive as well.
I'm at 85%, so I'll need an unload soon.
Cool. I'll nip back over.
Best you should give us lottery numbers. If only I could, Nick, I would. Only time zones work that way.
Yeah, Args is on his 4th jackpot win in a row. But you can't tell us the numbers. well, I made a hash of lining that up, didn't I?
A little. There we go.
It's a cracking little... it's quite big, isn't it, this cart?
The cart, yeah, 500 bushels I think it was. It's good size.
Skunkbeard, does the BBC contact me about making a new drama show? I wouldn't do it for the BBC. I'll hold out for HBO. Put more swearing and stuff in that one. Peter says he's jumped ship from Argsy back to here. Just winding. Is Jeb in your chat, is he? He's not showed up here today.
Right, got tidy. I don't know what happens with the GPS on this. It doesn't line up very well.
I had that on...
Just on starting the rows, yeah.
It was the stone picker was a bit played up a bit.
I think it's because I haven't given myself a big enough headland to get straight on the rows before we turn in and things.
Crazy Eights, you've got it right, mate. Both streams open, mute one of them, you still hear the same stuff.
That's it. You can pause one or the other to make sure that you can sync them up. Poor operator always blames his equipment.
Is there a reason the likes are stuck on 69? I don't know, Scott. Oh, it's Mark said that. Mark, get your head out the gutter, Mark.
Ironically, I noticed that same number on your stream the other night too.
Really? I'm getting trolled by YouTube. It's going up now.
Have you seen the new features coming on YouTube?
Yes.
The live streams.
The live stream stuff is good, isn't it? Yeah. I have to try a couple of those out. Or was it a subtle dig, Mark, that I've got 200 viewers but only 69 likes?
It means there's 199 viewers with dodgy minds thinking, we can't change that.
Yeah. That got more likes, yeah. Remember, it's not Twitch Mondays. We're family friendly.
Family friendly indeed. Good call.
There we go, we're up to 80 already. Thank you, people. Much appreciated.
Very nice.
Chinook's on 2 streams as well. Yeah, the tip is you pause one of them until you can get them synced up. And then it's all the fun of the fair.
Oh, turning the wrong way.
Can you put a trailer with auto Raymond? That's not a bad call, although it might the collisions might let it down. I'm going to give that a go though. That's not a bad effort. Although I can't. I was going to say I can, but the hitch on that low loader of ours doesn't work, does it?
We don't have auto load either.
Oh no, neither we do. I thought we'd installed it.
I don't think so.
What are we thinking, Args?
I just like using my loaders.
You do have a penchant for loading stuff though, don't you?
I do.
Oh, come on.
Slow down.
My 3D spatial awareness all over the place. Actually going to have to move the camera position.
See
There
what
we
you
go.
swimming. You going with Mum too? Okay. True. I forgot about that, buddy. Whoops. Stop.
Would a skid loader be better? Maybe tray. But what actually would be better would be a big bag grabber, so that it would tilt and you could hook it and pull it back. But it's doing all right.
I mean, I did suggest that, but what do I know?
Did you? To me?
When you were, when you bought a pallet fork for the front loader. For the
Oh no,
telehandler.
we don't have any big bag lifters for
For telehandlers.
for telehandlers, or I would have.
What's the? It's the
just-
modded one that comes with the kit, not for telehandlers.
Or if it is, it's not in the telehandler tools actually. Maybe it was in miscellaneous or something. I did not look over there.
I'm gonna run into something because I'm looking.
Let's move the forks out. That might help me a bit.
I want to look. What does that go on?
Yeah, pop Argsy's streaming
Yeah,
here
doesn't
as
say.
well, so that anybody who wants to watch them both can. And if you haven't discovered Args yet, you have to go and see him. Because he is not a million miles away from 10k now.
No, just over 200 on the last count. Gosh, it won't be far off a year since you were at 10k.
Oof, yeah. Felt like a big number that.
It did. Now look at you.
Racing away at the moment. Going to be my most successful, I think, number, other than if we discount launch weekend for 22. This current month is going to be my most successful month ever in terms of new subs.
That's awesome.
Creeping up to 4,000. It's crazy. I'm coming after Clutch. I'm chasing him down.
We have to. You want that silver YouTube button, don't you?
I did. That was the whole reason for starting this. Was that? Have I said that? Have I told that story before?
No, I don't know if you have.
When I started it for
Indulge
fun,
us.
the kids were like, "Oh, wouldn't it be cool if you got a silver YouTube button?" And I was like, "Yeah, that'll never happen." and now I'm like, "Well," and they're like, "Oh, it's definitely going to happen." I'm like, "Okay, no pressure." Heap all the pressure on Dad.
Yeah. And then they're going to kick you off the channel and can commandeer it for themselves.
Yeah.
And start doing completely different content. Oh.
Minecraft and Fortnite, here we come.
Fortnite without that stupid building almost makes it a game you'd want to play. Almost.
Yeah. Josh W is asking, what is a good in real life Australian farmer to watch on YouTube? Have you got any recommendations?
Not off the top of my head. Someone like Greg, who's in my chat, is probably in yours as well. He might have some suggestions. One of the Aussie viewers.
Who's the Aussie version of Millennial Farmer?
Millennial Farmer, that's a good question actually. I haven't found them.
The gap in
There's
the
an
market
interesting
there.
guy. There's an interesting guy in who was on the Millennial Farmers podcast, who's based in Tasmania and grows opium or poppies. But he only has, I don't think he does YouTube, he only has an Instagram.
Okay.
But he was an interesting guy if you haven't listened to that podcast. Real fair dinkum Aussie.
Opium as well, that's an interesting...
For the pharmaceuticals industry. The legal pharmaceuticals industry.
Which version?
Yeah. Very, very heavily regulated. But I think Aussie's quite a big producer in that market.
Interesting. Well, we're 10 bags in, Args.
Well, I'm doing my last pass and we're full again. I've got to pay attention to that.
Right, I've had enough. I'm going to have to switch my forks round.
That's right.
I've been battling with it the whole time. And
I'll come and give you a hand with the tractor.
Front loader.
Yeah, Greg's saying it's a big industry in Tasmania. Interesting, I was watching the other podcast I was listening to, the Millennial Farmers one they did with the Welker brothers, that they're getting into hemp production. Welkers are giving hemp a go.
What are they? I saw Mapper's Paradise actually doing some testing on the Welker map the other day.
Oh, cool.
On the Welker silo.
Yeah. Be interesting to see that. Interesting to see how that all goes.
Trey, what's it take to get a silver button? 100,000 subs, Trey.
There you go. Do you want that?
Cheers, mate. Just as I finish my bags.
I'm not surprised that monitor the fields with CCTV for the open.
I can imagine.
I know there's rules here in New Zealand around growing hemp. I don't think you can grow it within sight of roads and things like that. Because even though it has no, like, industrial hemp has none of the active ingredient that cannabis has, none of the THC. But it wouldn't stop people trying to steal it and use it.
Oh, look at me, I waited for you and you just drove past me. How rude. Oh, you're picking up, you're picking up the...
Yeah, sorry.
You can just pop those last little dregs in, can't you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's interesting. Look at that. I'm unloading here and it's bagging this time.
Ah. So I wonder if the collision's on the side rather than the front and back.
I wonder if the collision's on the shed. We moved it further
away.
Well,
no, because it wouldn't create one when I loaded on the side. I unloaded out of the combine on the side before.
Oh, okay.
Who knows?
All we know is it's working now.
Industrial hemp is something you'd like to get into FS22, Derek. It was interesting actually hearing what they have to do with it. So they take the seeds and use those for oils and things like that, like or cooking, making hemp flour, and there's hemp oils they use in cooking and that sort of thing. Heaps of different uses for it. But then the fibers they bale up for, like, I think it was for clothing and things like that. They actually leave it sitting in the field for winter, and the frosts and cold and everything helps break it down a little bit.
Yeah, okay. A round bale grab. Yes, I wonder if it would actually. That's a good point. There you go, Args the Pro, look at that. Gregory Jones, have you heard the wolf howl from 8:15 PM to 4:30 AM? Yeah, and do you know where the sound sounds exactly like the wolf howl in the American Werewolf in London, which I think's a horrendous reminder of my childhood.
Is that the sound on this map?
On this one, or Elk Mountain? I have heard it on this one. The one on Elk Mountain is feels like American Werewolf in London. Alright, you're showing off now, Args.
I haven't heard the one on Elk Mountain.
Yeah, every now and again you hear it. Check out Args, showing off. Double bagging.
Just trying to be efficient.
Well, in that case, you can be efficient and I'll go and cut some oats.
means I can stack them closer in the shed too.
You've
done well though. There's 10 bags in here. It's what, 20,000?
Yeah.
It's 12 now. 24,000 litres.
It's not bad. What the price is like at the moment.
When I looked, it was about 540 per 1,000 litres. So
Wheat farm shop 502 and going up.
Going up. I think December was the peak price for.
But yeah, what are we in? We're in July, so it's rock bottom 502. 720 is maxed out in December.
Here's a good question. I don't know what happens when we get to the last bag and have only partial product in there. Can we drop the bag off?
Good point, actually. Mighty Mouse, no, there's the elk bugle when you're next to an elk horn, but there's another sound too. Listen out for it. Right, let's dive into these. Are the oats. This is a bigger field, actually, isn't it?
It should be.
97% yield bonus as well. Nice.
Probably Jeb trying to scare you off or something like that.
Probably. Wouldn't put it past him.
Ooh, that bag's a bit heavy. He just went tipsies. You can take the bag away, it will just be a park bag. Ah, sweet.
Oh, I suppose it spawns, doesn't it? So yeah.
It does start spawning the bag, yeah.
Yeah, so
but it doesn't detach it till it's full. That's all I thought.
Legacy says farmers don't wear shorts.
Who's wearing shorts? Oh, me. What's wrong with shorts?
We're upsetting Legacy.
For someone who has legs in his name, he doesn't like my shorts. Are you trying to leave every engine possible running over here?
Well, I thought you might need it again.
I probably do, but...
I think this header... Did you say you were struggling with the header that left stuff? I wonder if it's too wide. I've just put auto.
Yeah, I wonder if I had... Yeah, I wonder if I would have had my GPS width was probably a little bit wider than it should be. It was fine in the straight. It's just when I was turning at the rows.
I'll narrow it in a bit and see what happens.
There you go. When it emptied out, it emptied the last bag into a bag. So they've got a 1,400 litre bag.
Oh, that's quite cool. It works out, that's the end of it.
Very clever.
Args, the sensei of bag handling. Yeah, indeed. The Mr. Miyagi of bag handling.
I'm doing it on 90 millisecond ping as well.
Oh, yeah, that's quite good.
It's actually good connections.
Which is, for everybody that slags FS19, FS22, that it was only in FS19 with a few little additions. You couldn't have done that in 19.
No. No, there's certainly been some big improvements.
Saran has just finished cleaning up after a 2-year-old's birthday party, so she's sitting down to relax with the stream. Nice to have you here, Saran, and a happy birthday to your little one.
Indeed, happy birthday. You're just admiring the sights down there in the infield.
Yeah, I'm just doing a big U-turn.
Greetings from Baron von Frankenmuth, Lord of the Ditches. Mr. B. Williams, welcome along.
It's nice to see Frankenmuth made it to console.
Absolutely. Big credit to Taylor Farms for persevering with it, because I know he was getting pretty frustrated.
It wasn't easy, was it?
No, no.
So yeah, fair play to him, trying to give the console people something a little bit different to play with.
We do. We need a road down here, Legion. We could have. We did start the road here. Who knows? Maybe we'll buy some more land down further.
I'm having this problem that you have, Args. Narrowed my header, but it's missing. It's missing bits. Well, it's got it this time. That's odd. It's almost like it's right on the very limit of the header pickup.
Yeah.
Cybermind. Oh, this is live. I thought it was part of the series. No, welcome, Cyber. It technically is part of the series, but
Technically it is.
it's a live version. Quite a few people have asked for it over the last few weeks, so we thought we'd oblige.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done a live stream together too, hasn't it?
It is, isn't it? Yeah, it's been a while. Okay, this is annoying.
Oh, you're leaving more than I am.
Yeah.
I didn't have that sort of issue.
I might reset the width again. I'm going to auto width it and see what happens. Just made it wide.
You can actually remember where things are in Frankenmuth, not to mention the long straight roads. Yeah, it's do you know what I've loved the most about playing FarmSim is actually learning more about these areas. Like I didn't realise, sort of looking at the Huron County, that 16 eggs in Michigan, how it is just one big grid.
Yeah. Oh, so if I ever get the chance to sit down with my dad and record something, he talked about that a lot when he was over there in the States. He said, is it mile grid or a quarter mile grid? The whole of the US is set up on a quarter mile grid.
Yeah.
Sorry. What the hell is going on here?
Give the combine back to the expert.
Right. See if it leaves a gap here. I am. Yeah, so this header's knackered. Right, I'm going down.
Yeah, the Phoenix dump truck up to 96 miles per hour on Frankenmuth straight roads. Oh, you're just about time travel. Well, you are. You're over time traveling speeds. We only needed 88 miles per hour, Marty.
That's right. As long as you've got your 1.21 gigawatts running, you're fine. It's a mile grid, Derek says, same as Canada. Is it ever my day dazed?
So do you know, in like when New Zealand was first settled by the English, they the wise people back in London applied a grid to New Zealand for surveying and for subdivision and roads and all that. So if you ever get to Wellington, our capital city, it is a very steep, hilly city with this grid of roads. So you've got all these streets which just go nowhere because it was impractical to build them. They couldn't build the roads, but they had this wonderful grid.
Genius.
Yeah. And we got into 2 weekends ago when I was away. We went up into the back blocks of the Whanganui River Valley, so up into a national park, and that was early settlers. So when soldiers came back from World War One, they were gifted a parcel of land.
Yeah.
And some of this land is so steep you couldn't find a flat spot to pitch a tent.
They're really absolutely useless. Can't build a house on it.
It was absolutely useless. You couldn't do, you couldn't farm it or anything like that. So, this is the early 1920s. They're gifting this land and expecting these soldiers to want to go in there and clear it. And then of course the Depression hit, so they all abandoned it. They just up sticks and left and went and did something else. But it was seen as the last bastion of farming, last frontier of farming and land clearance in New Zealand.
Michael Trinity, the combine just showed me that it's FSG live. Thanks, Michael.
You look like you fixed it though. It looks better.
Yeah, I didn't go narrow enough on the width. Evening, Kartek. How you doing? Nice to see you.
I mean, you could give yourself a bigger headland at this end too. Might make it easier.
Yeah. I might just do that. I might run along and open things up a little bit more.
Crazy Hats thought you must have been doing a bit of drink driving on that harvester. You got a beer tonight, have you?
I haven't. I've been dry today. Mrs. FSG's been on the prosecco, but I was behaving.
She's made up for the both of you.
Oh yeah, she regularly does that. I do have a beer here though now. I've got a brew dog.
Nice.
A hazy Jane. Nice New England IPA.
Yeah, very good.
So I shall open that in a minute. I think I've earned it.
No Novus Games. Hello, greetings from Argentina. Welcome along.
Hey, no, how you doing, mate?
Scott's just poured himself a bourbon. Or bourbon, as you say.
Bourbon. That's how it's spelled.
Yeah, I suppose it is boar.
Do you boar? Do you burr?
Pour.
Do you burr a drink or do you pour a drink? It's like the age-old argument, isn't it? Is it Nike or is it Nike?
Yeah, true.
I love winding people up. People get really precious about that one. So I just reel out the, well, do you fly a kitey and do you ride a bikey? No.
Have you got a friend called Mikey?
Yeah. But apparently it's named after the Greek god of speed or something. Who is Nike? I believe it is Nike.
Well, oh, my Discord's throwing a hissy fit at you. Oh, my.
Just grab these little bits that are at the end here. Scone or scone? Don't know what you mean, Kartek. It's the same word.
I can't hear a word you're saying. My Discord's suddenly gone all laggy.
Well, that happened with when we did the stream with Kadir. What's Arx like that? He's just lost it.
You just sound like a robot on my stream.
Oh, right.
Discord's throwing a big hissy fit.
Evening Pilot, how are you?
That's right.
Goddess of victory. Thank you, Scott.
I think we've Discord sorted itself out. It was lagging, and you were sounding very robotic, and I was only getting every third word of what you were saying.
Yeah, right.
Funny though, because the stream didn't lag, and everything was just Discord.
That's a Discord thing. I think, remember we had that with Kadirk as well. He lost all his Discord at the end of a stream a while back.
This can't be utilised the wheat, does it?
Sorry?
I was just going to say the oats don't yield quite as high as the wheat, do they?
They definitely don't.
You're not getting as much.
We won't get as much out of it. Good evening, Henrik. Nice to see you. Dumping all the straw in the grass field. Oh well. Mark Thor saying for the celebrities that attend the Oscars, they're given a gift bag of stuff worth 72 grand, which includes all sorts of goodies, including a patch of land in Scotland. Is that you're doing, FarmSim guy? Yeah, most of Scotland's owned by very, very wealthy Arabs now.
There's somewhere you can go. There's a website where you can apply to be a lord in Scotland. You get a certificate for it and everything like that too.
Yeah, you get a fake title and all that.
Yeah. Got a friend who's an O'Connor, and his wife got him that for his birthday.
It's not the worst present in the world, is it?
I suppose not.
You apply for your passport. You can only use it in Scotland, though, can't you? Or something. There's a
in Scotland, yeah, something like that.
Up to 109 likes now. Halfway there.
Nice. What happens at 200?
I put my shorts on. Oh, Derek Hurst's got a land title deed for a plot of land on Mars. So if it all goes pear-shaped in the next few years, we'll head over. We'll head over to Mars with Derek.
We're all going to stay at Derek's place.
Henrik, my Discord's available in the description below the vid, so you should be able to find it there. Unless I think, actually, is it set up? If you do !! Discord, it might be linked here. I did have it set up. 200 likes for a 24-hour stream. Poof.
Who's suggesting that? Crazy Hates.
Crazy Hates, yeah.
And Chinook suggested at 200 you get a knighthood. They give those out to just about any idiot nowadays too, don't they? So it'll be appropriate.
Yeah. Any clown can get them. Sometimes they give them to people like paedophiles and then they take them off them again. That's how good it's got. There goes the monetization on my stream as well.
Yeah. Wasn't me, it was the other guy. Just take his.
Yeah.
I actually got a copyright strike for a video, one of my whole macro videos from 2 years ago popped up this morning.
Oh, did you?
Well, a copyright claim, not a strike.
What was the claim for?
I think it's some music through... In fact, I'd have to have a look whether it's an Epidemic Sound music I used for that or one of the... something else. Go and take a look. Alright, I'll figure out where to put this stuff now.
Are we out of space? We have to move some machinery around.
Only because of how inefficiently you stacked the wheat in here to start with.
I was trying to get it round the seeds that were there. If I'd been sensible, I would have moved the seeds first.
True. It's alright, I'm going to move the roller.
Right, definitely beer time. Imagine what it's like spending an entire day with a bunch of Glaswegians, which is all Ali's family. And what do Glaswegians do very, very, very well? Drink.
Tell us.
And I was the designated driver, so yeah, I've earned this.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers, yeah. We're going to have a lot of straw as well, I think.
We are going to have a lot of straw. We're probably going to get a fair way through collecting it too, the way we're getting through these fields.
No, Scots are good at drinking. And I count you in that one.
When it rains and weather's crap for 330 days out of the year, what else do you do?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
very
nice.
Evening, Barnacles. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Oh yes, don't forget to help Args. So Args is about 200 subs away from 10k. So if there's anybody in here who isn't sub to Argsy, go and give him a sub right now. Because actually he does some brilliant content as well.
Oh, thank you, my friend.
Brilliant. Loved the mining vid yesterday.
Oh yeah. I've had lots of comments asking if FSG and Argsy are going to cross paths in Elk Mountain too.
Well, I'm going to need somebody to run the mine one day.
They're going to say need someone to run Jeb over.
Oh, that too. Same thing. There's been a terrible accident.
Yeah. Argsy, I need someone taken care of.
Yeah.
Oh, what better place to take care of someone than a mine with lots of crushing machinery?
Just got buried.
It was a landslide.
Oh, Mark's obligatory hour and 20 minutes into a stream reminder that I haven't looked at head tracking yet. If I invest in new screens, I will look at it, Mark. Even in Scottish.
I have looked at it, and then I haven't got any feathers sitting up properly. Well, thank you everyone who's just subbed. Nice to have you here as part of the team. Welcome along. A nice sheep bar every time someone subs. Just had a message from my sister-in-law to say my 5-year-old niece has just been diagnosed with COVID. Or tested positive.
Dear. So it's going a bit mad in the UK again now. Now they've released everybody. The numbers have gone crazy in the last week. 1 in 11 people in the UK at the moment has got COVID.
Crazy. I would have thought you were so many infections early on, there wouldn't be that many people left to get it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are getting it a second time around now.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. William Wilson, hello gentlemen, really enjoying your series along with the banter. Glad to hear it, William. Welcome along.
the series is secondary. Oh, isn't that? Welcome everyone. Thank you very much for the subs. I really appreciate those.
Can't be far away now, Alex.
Not too far away. Still trying to figure out what to do when we do hit the milestone. And no, field 9 potatoes is out of the question.
Strange. I thought my wheel had packed in then. But we're back. Logitech really need to support FS22. It's a pain in the backside with this wheel. Marcus Burns, just sub to Argsy on your say because I really enjoy your content. Hope he is just as good. I would say he's better. He's more professional. Let's put it that way.
Hardly.
That's
pretty cool.
He's a very professional manner about him.
So the bag that had detached, which had only partially filled, when I started putting more crop into the hopper, it reattached and filled it up completely.
Oh, that's clever.
That's pretty clever. Yeah, because I thought, we're going to end every time I take a bag out and there's only less than a bag's full in the hopper, we're going to end up with a whole lot of part bags, but no.
So you get the choice to remove it or keep filling it?
I could have taken it out from underneath, because it was still underneath the hopper, it reattached and kept filling. Very clever.
That is clever. I like it.
I'll tell you what, the LS Mod Company and some of those German sites, there's some smashing mods on those.
Yeah.
That if you can use Google Translate and have a look through, well worth going and checking out, because I don't think us English speakers appreciate how big Farming Simulator is in Germany and those countries.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I think you're right. I actually think it's probably their main audience. Even with the volume of people in the US. I think, FS in Germany is massive.
Yeah, I mean, you just need to go on Twitch or something at the right time, and the majority of the streams are in German. Or...
Yeah. And it's interesting, you don't tend to get a lot of German YouTube sites. I certainly don't. And I think it's probably just the algorithm recognises LS22 and FS22 as two different things, right?
Yeah, but I think you'd also find if a YouTube channel is
Germany.
Yeah, German, or specified as German, or what language it is, you're probably going to be more recommended channels from English-speaking countries.
I reckon there's some massive German FarmSim YouTubers. There must be.
Oh, I'd say so, yeah.
Grey Devil, if you unsub from Argsy and resub, does that count? No, it doesn't, unfortunately. Need a Logitech heavy equipment bundle refresh. I 1,000,000% agree with that, Scott. And the fact that Thrustmaster have pimped out their new wheel. Thrustmaster. Thrustmaster. It's a bit itchy.
Okay.
It's an itchy subject.
Oh, goodness.
But that new wheel from them, which to me doesn't look radically different to a G920 or a G29. It doesn't look like specifically for FarmSim, does it? But they're certainly trying to push it into the FS space. You know, DJ's done a vid on it. I see Clutch has done a vid on it now as well. So
yeah,
they're obviously sending them out to people to have a look at.
They talked about it on the podcast, the last podcast as well, not the one that came out yesterday. 2 weeks ago, about I think someone had asked specifically if there was going to be a heavy equipment bundle, and you know, they kind of said it's out of their hands. It's up to the hardware providers to determine that.
Yeah. Goofy Khan, hey FSG from Sin City, nice. Thrustmaster 2000 for all your bird simulator live stream needs. Nice, Kieran. They most probably got that free. I'm sure they did, Peter. I'm sure they've been sent them to to talk about and test, which is no bad. That's a good thing. I think, you know, choice is good. I honestly, when I upgraded my wheel, and the reason I did it was for 22 was for manual gearboxes, because I had the Logitech shifter, and I've really felt like it was the Logitech. It was the only option, the only choice I really had. So it's nice there's a bit more variety for sure.
I've always been a Thrustmaster person for my steering wheels, but then all my other peripherals are Logitech keyboard, mouse.
Yeah, Logitech are really pushing it.
Etc.
Got some good stuff out. My new keylight thing that I bought is Logitech, and it's very good.
I saw that when you shared it. I went and had a look. We can't get those in New Zealand yet.
Incredibly cheap. On £59 I paid for it. Compared to, you know, the Elgato ones that are a couple of £100.
Oh, they're nuts, aren't they?
Yeah. Sasha, do you want to have a link to a very good German map? What's it called, Sasha? Happy to have a look at it.
I'd love it to know as well. I can add it to my map directory.
That's another reason you should sub to Args, is to go and check out his website, where he manages a map with every single... Oh, I'm off.
Every map I know.
Yeah, every single map we found information out on. Was Rorus Valley on until I did my tour on it the other day, Args? Or that one?
No, it wasn't.
No.
It did slip through as well.
I found by pure chance I was scrolling up Yukon Valley thing and didn't know it was even a thing.
I had seen it. I knew he was working on a second map other than Yukon Valley, but I hadn't. I didn't realise it was either out for testing or it got any further, so I hadn't looked any deeper into it. So.
NF Marsh, the Nordish region of Germany. Have you heard of that one, Args?
Yep, that's on the directory. Oh, it's quite a cool looking map, and it's actually on the Farmers Only Club are using it on some of their multiplayer servers.
Oh, cool.
It is. I actually, when I did have a look around it, I thought it was quite a cool map. It's like they say, it's up where a lot of the land is below sea level, and so there's big banks and berms and dikes and things like that to stop the water
Oh, nice.
Around the edges of fields, and yeah, it's quite cool. It's quite cool, mate. Big square fields too, and some good open areas to build your own farm. Some established farms. It's got mining in it, so not with terraform, but with heaps of material you can go and pick up.
Okay, nice.
Do so, yeah.
Sounds interesting. I might have a nosy at that.
Yeah. If you make a map for Mars, will I get a special category on the directory? I guess you'd have to, Derek.
Yeah,
there
where
was
you
a
put
map.
that on your map?
There was a Mars-based map, or a sort of Martian-based map.
There was, yeah.
19.
Yeah, there was.
So many maps for FS22 you can't keep up anymore, only go in our opinion. Yeah, they came thick and fast here for a period, sort of about a month ago. I think it was that sweet spot 3 or 4 months after the game released, which seems to be a sort of development cycle, doesn't it? 3 or 4 months.
It does.
For a map.
It does. And actually, I think, we talked about this earlier on, some of the maps that came out right at the start maybe could have done with maybe being held back a little bit to
yeah,
polish them up a little bit.
Yeah.
But now we're starting to see the good stuff. I think we're really starting to see the well thought through Nitro. I dropped onto MRG's stream after my stream on Thursday.
Yeah, I didn't get a notification for that and I missed it.
Yeah, he was testing his different seed types. It was very interesting to watch. And Nitradad was on as well, and he said he managed to get his map error free that day as well. So that's coming soon. That'll be a good map.
Oh wow.
And of course DJ modding this week as well.
It will be. Yep.
Hey Noggy, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you.
So I see he's posted this morning to say it's just going through last. Hey Noggy. I see it's just going through final testing now. He posted this morning.
Yeah, I think he'll release it. Maybe probably next week at some point.
Yeah.
I might have to pop an extra vid out on Monday with a tour. Ooh.
Someone put a tree in my way. Straight, you lost interest. Some farmers own club at the tree. It becomes a bit of a grind after that, but that's to try and encourage you to get into more of the actual farm manager role.
So how far are you away from finishing your 500k's worth of contracts? You mustn't be a million miles off.
I've got another 150,000 to go, but I just have not had time to get on it in the last 2 weeks, really.
And it's retirement,
to reevaluate my... No, you've got to be on... It's a minimum of 18 days before you can apply for farm manager, so you can't go on and smash out 2 days full-time to get the 500k and then expect to become a farm manager. So... more about showing a commitment overall, but...
Yeah.
How's your field level going?
84, so I'll just chop out this corner and then I'll unload.
You can just drop it straight in there without me though, can't you?
Yeah.
What map was FSG talking about just now, Scott? NF Marsh, is that the one? Or Green Valley? Or DJ
Green
Modding
Valley by
Green
DJ
Valley.
Modding, yeah. You will like that one, Scott. It's your kind of map. Big 4x map, big fields, nice options for dairy, some really nice big dairy barns on it.
What I like the most, like he's got 4 farms set up on it, but they all have exactly the same features in terms of having dairy barns and silos and harvest stalls and things like that, but they're all different in their own right. Yeah,
the layout's really different.
They have their own character. Yeah.
It's quite a hilly map as well, which is nice. There's some of the certainly at the top. Some of those kind of elevated
that windy road that goes
through
through the middle.
Yeah.
I just wanted a rear-wheel drive car to drift down it. Now, Cybermine, you've spent a week on FOC as well. And it's been cool, actually. I've noticed a lot of you guys getting involved in it, and actually had a message from a couple of the admin guys the other day just saying they were grateful for the new support that had come out of my videos.
There you go.
Very cool.
The community works, doesn't it?
It does.
Eric, welcome from the Czech Republic. Hello, sir. Nice to see you. One of my favourite cities, Prague. Absolutely amazing city to visit.
Is that right?
Been there many a time. Evening, Daryl. How are you?
So, Dylan, the best way to manage your mods when you've got different ones from multiplayer server is to have a different mod folder. And I use the Sim Gamers Alliance mod folder manager that they have. And if someone wants to share in chat Fusion's video for that, he's done a good video on showing how to set that up. But
yeah, it's very
it makes it very easy. Very easy. So, like, even for No Man's Land, for example, I've got a different folder for all the mods FSG and I use here.
Yeah, same.
I've got basically a mod folder for every single game save I have.
Hey, question, do you have so I have a dumping ground folder, which I just throw every mod in. I've got, so if I'm just testing a map or looking at something new, I'll chuck everything. I'll chuck that map into a big mod folder, but then when I've decided to start a series or something a little bit more focused, I then pull out the mods and build them up from scratch, just to keep things tidier.
Yeah, very similar. I've got one called Unsorted Mods, where if I find something, I'll download it.
Yeah, chuck it in, see if it works.
Yep. But for my map, for map tools and that, I've got a folder just for map tools, and I put every map I've downloaded all in the same folder. The only downside to it is things you use across every save game, like Courseplay or Auto Drive or Power Tools or anything like that. If there's an update, you've got to go through and update it on every version.
Multiple versions of that, yeah. Although the latest version of SGA, you can have a favourites folder. So if you drop it into your favourites folder and then recopy the mods over, it'll update them in each folder for you.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't looked into that. I did see Fusion comment on that the other day. That's handy.
Mark's got folders for his folders. That does not surprise me, Mark.
No. Just as long as your desktop doesn't look like images, though, we're fine. We can still be friends.
Yeah, that's still hurting my head.
I see there's an updated version of Auto Drive released on GitHub yesterday as well.
Oh, really?
Which I haven't looked at yet. Yeah, I saw a notification on Discord about that.
I feel like I'm behind what's going on this week.
Thank you, Greg. Yeah, there's a link to Fusion's video in my chat for anyone who's interested.
Marcus Burns, you stay in Aberdeen. Have I ever been up this way, FarmSim? One of my very good mates from university is from the Granite City. It's a nice part of the world up there. Good for a night out, Aberdeen.
We've got a restaurant called Aberdeen here in Palmerston North, and it is good for a night out as well.
Is it?
It's a steak restaurant. Angus. Yeah. Yep. TJ, how you doing, mate? Morning to you. Rusty Money, welcome along. Our favourite man in blue. Nice to have you here.
Yeah. The only trustworthy sheriff I know.
And you're starting to meet a few of them.
Certainly one in Elk Mountain I don't trust.
Did I see in the trailer that you got the blue and reds on the police car to work? Sheriff's car to work?
You saw in the trailer that the blue and red lights work. But yeah, I can't be held responsible for that one. Mr. Mark Thor helped me out there, which was very good of him. Jellyfingers is from Forest. Oh my goodness, that is a properly out in the middle of nowhere. I just need to say something like Fit Lakeman. Forest has a very good football, like a junior football team called Forest Mechanics.
Oh yeah. So when you say it's out in the middle of nowhere, we're little Scottish Highlands or something.
You basically go up to Inverness and then you go across into the middle, there's nothing there.
Except for forest.
Yeah, except for this town called Forest, which is basically forest without the T on the end of it.
Yeah.
And they speak, like, they almost sound more Welsh than Scottish.
Yeah.
Their local dialect is really strong. And they speak a lot of, well, actually, Jellyfingers, do they speak a lot of Doric up there? Which is like a Scottish dialect. And they've got some ridiculous, honestly, it's like a different language. You really have to tune into it.
Yeah.
Cranky Sharp, you were not born in Forest. Oh man.
Oh wow.
that's ridiculous if you're born in Forest. David Patton, West Virginia. There was a song about that.
Yeah, so I was just about to think that too. On the playgrounds where I spent most of my days. Gotta watch those guys in the hood though, they were up to no good.
They were. Started causing trouble in his neighbourhood.
One little fight. Mum got mad. It's not a bad place to move to though, eh?
Bel Air,
West Virginia to Bel Air.
Yeah. Raymond's begging that we don't start singing. It's like an MRG stream.
Alright. I think I've got the easy gig doing the oats here because of the low yield.
Yeah, I think you have.
JK to mate, welcome along.
There's also Country Roads Take Me Home. That references West Virginia as well, doesn't it?
True.
Gary's from Ohio. Big fan of Ohio. Did quite a fun series on Ohio in 19. Oh, Jace from Culloden. What's Culloden famous for, Args?
I could not tell you, to be fair. Can't be that famous.
The Battle of Culloden.
Yeah.
Where Braveheart, you know, Mel Gibson, the Australian guy.
Yeah.
He fought off the English.
Right. Oh well, my surname is a descendant from the Wallace clan.
There you go.
I do believe. My two claims to fame in movies is William Wallace's uncle, Uncle Argyle. And then there's an Argyle, the chauffeur in Die Hard.
Well,
you show that to the kids and they get all excited, as I did when I was a kid.
You can, at least you know which tartan you can wear.
Indeed, no arguments there.
Yeah, Scott George does have a very un-American name. It's a very British name. Hugh Davis. Where's Hugh Davis from? Args, come on. Good.
Clearly Welsh.
A good rugby nation, yeah.
Yes, very good.
Oh, Cartex just put Argsy in a kilt and the vomit emoji. That's not very nice. You can all tell from Argsy's legs in FS22 that he would look.
It was always my
brilliant
favourite
in a
when the All Blacks play. Is it Clanetally, and it's how Clanetally spelled.
Yeah, starts with 2 L's.
Discord's going robot on me again.
Oh, another Columbus, Ohio for David. Nice. Nice to see Ohio being represented. What are you? Ohioanians? That's not a thing, is it? Ohioans.
Oh, are you back?
Hello.
No. Oh. Discord. I know, crazy heads.
Ohio and Southeast Ohio. Ohio for Rylan as well. Nice. I sound like a robot. We're using another voice changer.
Yeah, you put up. Yeah. Just Discord doing Discord things.
It's no, actually, I've put my voice changer on. The next character I'm going to introduce on Elk Mountain is my robot sidekick. I'm just going to go really, really obscure and bizarre.
Just obscure, yeah. I suppose Elon Musk's going to turn up next too, isn't it?
Oh, I did see Sheriff Roberts done a Tesla. Could do that.
True.
Just to upset Jeb even more. We're not going to use his fuel.
Oh, you should spot it yourself though with your oil, dear. Oh.
So I heard a story today.
Right.
We were talking. There's a story in the paper this week about a couple from Glasgow who bought an electric car, but then charged it up every night in their garage using
a diesel generator.
A little handheld diesel generator. Honestly, couldn't make it up.
There's a photo going around I've seen recently of a Tesla parked on the side of the road being charged by a generator.
Yeah. Well, there was a series. Did you remember the long way round that Ewan McGregor and Charlie Borman did on their bikes?
Yeah.
And they did the lap of the world through Russia and that way. And they did one long way down from top to bottom to South Africa.
Yep.
And they did another one recently, long way up. Started in South America, but they did it on electric bikes.
Right.
Through, like, if you imagine, like, all of the South American countries, not massive infrastructure for charging points and things like that. But they had a company supporting them who were trying to install a charge network throughout South America.
Oh yeah.
So they used them, but they had to take cars with them with diesel generators in the back because they just couldn't make it the whole way.
Yeah. Funny.
Good evening, Serge. How are you doing? Nice to see you.
Nick, hello to Kat, who's in a soggy Queensland. Still wet up your way, is it? Oh, good. Barefoot Sims is about an hour and a half from Greystone, North Carolina.
Very cool.
Place called... Oh no, that's it. Also got Chris, who is on the Gold Coast. I'd love to be able to... I've had lots of people asking about the Southern Cross Station, where that's got to. I'd love to be able to say it had been through testing and at least failed or something, so we did have some news, but it hasn't even gotten into Giants testing yet on last update that Hawks had provided.
Hopefully he'll release it if he's going to put it through testing. Maybe he'll put it out for PC first.
Yeah, maybe. Depending, I guess it depends how his testing goes first up.
Yeah. Marcus Burns, I'm a delivery driver and delivering Forest, Inverness, Banff and Turf. There's a brilliant show, a big farming show in Turf.
Well, speaking of farming shows, what's you'd be more in the know with Clarkson Farm Season 2, is that?
I actually don't know anything, to be honest.
Don't know anything? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I haven't heard anything other than I know they're doing it, but...
yeah, because it's well over a year now.
Yeah, it must be.
Well, they would have had enough time for a second growing season, you know. Growing cycle, so whatever you want to call it. A year, just in real life.
Yeah. Wolf Boy, I don't mean to be rude or something, but what is it with live streamers these days? Is my name invisible? Or do you need to be a member? No, I can see you, Wolf Boy. But I don't see any other comments from me. Let me have a scroll up.
They're definitely doing a season 2 of Crazy 8, so I know that much. But well, they were going to, at least.
Yeah, they're definitely doing it.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely. It was far too popular for them to ignore that one.
No, absolutely.
Right. You gathering straw, are you?
I am. I've just about done this field.
Right, I'll bag up these last few bits and then I'll come and join you.
Sounds good.
I've got to watch our toe. We're almost finished, actually. Args has got a hard stop for footy practice. The joys of streaming in the morning, mate. Eh?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we've got another. I can go a bit longer. Go till... Well, the kids are out at swimming lessons at the moment with mum, so they're not due back for another 40 minutes.
Oh, right. Okay, we're good then.
So,
if people are having fun, we will keep going.
I'm having fun. Are you having fun?
Yes, always having fun.
Good fun.
Can I change my mind? I'm trying to lift a bag up.
Hang on. Just wait, I'll come and watch and then see how much fun you're having. Oh, I got it out.
And a double bag.
So do we want to watch?
It's called doing an Argsy.
How old are my kids, Jake? I have a 8-year-old and an almost 11-year-old. So the 11-year-old, or almost 11-year-old, is playing in a football academy, or part of a football academy, and they're having a game day today with a couple of other teams.
Nice.
His local club's actually just signed a deal with Phoenix, Wellington Phoenix, which is New Zealand's only professional football team. They play in the A-League in Australia, and they're going to provide some coaching and opportunities for the boys.
That's cool.
As a potential pathway for the really talented ones to get into a more professional setting, which is kind of cool. Well done.
You're slightly disappointed I didn't make a hash of that, aren't you?
I am actually.
Push them a bit wider, see if I can... Ah, there we go, they've aligned themselves.
Soccer, Raymond. No, not American football, no. Not Australian football, not American football, just football.
Like football, yeah.
Soccer.
No, football.
I've been trying very hard here to change the name, like to get the football becoming the familiar moniker for everyone.
Same thing really though.
My first ever rugby game I played, I was no older than 10. I got winded within the first half. Not a good start. But unlike a football player, you got up and carried on playing, didn't you, Alex? Or did you roll around for half an hour?
Yeah, and the football coach was watching and went, "Oh, he'll be good."
Signed him on the spot.
Yeah.
So how many bags of oats are we going to end up with?
I'll tell you what, there's going to be enough. It's going to be decent enough. It's not going to be. I mean, I think I've got another 4 here. Marcus Burns has 9 kids.
Fair play to you, Marcus.
Showing off now, Marcus. Oh, we get in some spam. Nice.
So you got back up after you got your breath back, but you can't remember much afterwards. I remember one of my junior rugby games, and I got.
Oh, you're not talking about Marcus and his 9 kids, no.
Yeah, hold on, man. How you doing? Tara's got 6 kids. Oldest is 36, and the youngest is 9.
Wow.
Space them out. That's.
You wanted to go through the full cycle to see what happened before you had another one.
Yeah, before. Two's definitely our shot. We're not going any further than that. Need a bigger car, and I'm not driving a people mover. Scott George with the little known fact. Haven't had these since Texas.
Oh, we haven't had a Scott George fact, yeah.
The British originally called it soccer, but then changed it to football. The US just kept the tradition. Who are you to argue with the English about the English language, though, Scott?
I'm going to question the validity. I'm going to question the validity of that one, Scott.
That sounds like a fact written by an American.
Yeah.
Holderman's written something in your chat he'd like you to read.
Hello, Delta. Nice to see you, mate. Does 22 support animals from 19? I don't know what you mean, Wolfboy. 22 has animals in it, and it has all the animals that were in FS19. But in terms of, it's a different game, so if you were building a mod or something for 22, you would have to build it again. Or certainly make quite a few changes to it for it to work in FS22.
That's an argument you're going to lose, Chinook, because they'll just keep on arguing they drive on the right-hand side of the road.
Saran says they call it soccer in Ireland because they have Gaelic football. Fair enough. I'll give you that one.
Do they still call it soccer in Ireland?
Have I tried any of the tractors in the latest FS22 release? You mean the DLC, Delta? I have had a little bit of a play around with them. I haven't used them in anger yet. Right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bags of oats.
It's not bad. 22,000 litres. That's oats.
That is good, isn't it?
780. So yeah, quite a bit higher than peaking at about 1,100 in December. So, good.
It's going to be a big payday in December. Hopefully the BGA will keep our funds topped up until then.
I'm sure it will. We've got about 15,000 litres of milk to sell, so.
So we do, yeah. What's that selling for at the moment? Milk. Where are we?
Jake, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Nice to see you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Ooh,
Older
1200.
man saying UK's never called it soccer foot as you kick it with your foot and ball as it's round. And that's an Australian making that argument. See, I told you, Chinook, there's two Americans piping up to say they drive on the right-hand side of the road. Or the right side of the road. Rusty Money, I had a massive crash the other day during a first look. Those cars were on the wrong side. Which map was that on, Rusty?
Gotta be Greenland's.
Could have been the, what's the little one you're doing? A Fuhrling? Fuhrling?
Oh yeah, yeah, the German one. I did, Greg. I remembered to turn it off this time. If we could get rid of... do you know what? I can get rid of that telehandler now, can't I? We don't need it anymore.
Could actually, yeah.
Just to save us forgetting about it, like we did with the leveling gear.
I did actually go through and get rid of a few other things we had leased that we weren't requiring at the moment. I kept the logging trailer though, because I know how much you want to use that more.
I think I just have to accept that, yeah. I'll have to play with that again at some point. Right?
You missed the beginning. Are the bags of grain because we don't have a silo? Correct, Derek. It was a cheaper alternative to buying a silo, so that bagger only costs $2,500 versus tens of thousands of dollars we would have had to spend to get a silo. So, bit of pain having to move bags around.
Delta's developing a Brazilian map. Nice.
Nice.
Evening, David. Nice to have you here. Welcome, welcome. No point in baling, is there? For what we need the straw for.
Well, we don't have a baler either, do we?
No. That's again another piece of kit that we...
Yeah.
Costing us money. And the reality is all we're going to do with this is use it for feed and bedding.
Exactly. Right.
Is that the last headland, yeah? We'll stop doing the up and down.
Yeah, go to up and downs. There's a little bit more headland on the other end. Pretty much all done.
I'll grab this little bit here. David Bean, Argsy is indeed a Kiwi.
Indeed I am. Catch you later, Scott. Enjoy the rest of your sleep. Surprised someone hasn't come out with the train horn mod. You need to hear the horn that Dazed has put on his JCB pack. It's a proper good horn. That was his by request of his daughter. First thing she does every time she got into a tractor was press the horn button, so you had to make sure it had a good beefy horn on it. Hey Kieran, how you doing? Jumped over from FSG's because you can't watch two streams at once. Well, thank you for coming in and checking out my side of the fence.
Good man, Kieran. Sharing the love about. Oh, David Bean's an Aussie.
Ah, I won't hold it against you, David. Oh, particularly when I don't put my pickup down on the wagon.
Oh, Grey Devil's saying, have we tried the big bag winch?
Haven't seen that.
Haven't? No, I've not seen that either. It's in the in-game mods. Okay. Let's have a nosy about that.
Hmm.
Delta Phoenix, is there anything you would like to see come back from FS19 to FS22? I'm trying to think. There isn't anything that jumps out that I was like, oh, we are really, really missing that. I know a lot of people looking for Follow Me, hoping Follow Me will come back.
Community extension model or unit convert would have been nice.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Just to switch switch between units would be good. Real mower mod, yes, that's a good call.
That's out.
Is it?
Yeah.
The different height in mower any? Oh, of course it did. I reviewed that.
There's two of them. There's the mow at any growth stage, and then there's the real mower, which cuts out the shrubs and things like that. Mows anything.
Object hider would be nice. F11. Cranky wants to see F11. It was nice having everything in. I'm totally in the unload bay. Pay attention, FSG.
Yeah, and advanced power tools would be nice too.
It would be nice to have it in a format that you get the menu and you can change lots of things in one go.
Yeah,
I know why they've done it. They've done it. It's kind of I'm guessing with a view to being friendly for console, but obviously it doesn't work on console.
The power tools one.
Yeah.
I think it's just a quick way to do keystrokes rather than building a big graphic interface, isn't it? Because it's all effectively it's doing is putting a single line of your console command.
Firewood, the staple of Bull's Gap. Firewood would be nice to come back, actually. Yeah, I'd like to see that. I almost think you've got it now with the new chip at the log maker that came out this week.
Oh, the firewood splitter one.
The firewood splitter and the little log burner that we've got here stuck on the side of the shed. You could almost create it like that, couldn't you? The Fergie pack, that Ferguson pack. I mean, how long did we wait for that on 19? I hope that comes to 22.
Yeah. I actually see Northwest Mods and Anecdotes. Jonathan put a post up to say you go down the right hand side. He's got a Kenworth truck. He's just got a model of that he's gonna. Oh, I'm finished anyhow. That he's going to bring into FS22.
Nice.
Like a very nice truck. So if it turns out like the Super Duty did, it'll be a stunning truck.
Yeah, he's a attention to detail guy. I like that.
Yeah, Jonathan,
growth on fields like it used to be on stages. You can do that if you turn seasons off, Peter. You can plant at any time of the year and all that. Mark thought the axe was fun. The axe was fun in Firewood, it was. Jaden Page says, animals. What would you like to see animals-wise, Jaden? I was thinking the other day it would be quite nice. You know what MRG's doing with the seed? I would like to see a variety in what you get out of different cows. So maybe you could get Jersey cows that give you richer milk, so you get more cream if you take it to the dairy and stuff like that. Would be quite nice, wouldn't it?
A reason for the different different breeds.
You know, or maybe like obviously they wouldn't do it with meat cows. Beef cows, because
that's what Seasons did. They didn't do it with cows, but they did with like the sheep. The different sheep produced different amounts of wool, and the different beef animals required different feed to beef up.
Yeah,
and so you'd have lower inputs, but they wouldn't get as fat.
Cecil Simulation F11, as you call it, from 19 is out now in the form of power tools. It doesn't do as much though, Cecil. You know, one of the nice things, certainly I know Args will vouch for this as well, is if you're doing content creation, setting up farms and stuff, the ability to go and select a field and put whichever crop you wanted in which growth stage and which fertilizer state and all of that was a very handy thing to have in F11 and 19. But then again, Power Tools keeps on getting updated, so we could very well see that as a function in the future.
Yep, it all packaged in one nice, friendly graphic user interface would be nice.
Yeah.
I doubt it will be all platforms, Caleb. I imagine it'll be a pretty hefty sized model. Oh, thank you, Marcus. Just dived on to give me another view, and thanks, FarmSim Guy turned you on to my view. Thank you, mate.
Tremendous. Nevri, hello from France. Bonjour from France. Zebras and giraffes. Henrik wants to see zebras and giraffes. Goats is a good one. But goats would be nice to see.
Yeah, goats, llamas. Someone was saying llamas or alpacas. Ostrich farming. Yep, that's still a thing. We went out for dinner a couple of weeks ago and they had ostrich steak on the menu.
So the challenge is with Lee is saying a production chain for pigs would be good. Because it feels Giants missed out on not doing anything. Do you mean like a kind of meat production, Lee? Because there's a few, I've seen a few other people like Scott's put rabbit hunting and fishing. Giants, because they're a universal rated game, so it's appealing to everybody, they will always avoid anything to do with slaughter or murder of animals and alcohol, so that's why we don't have wine instead of grapes, and why we don't have beer, because they're trying to keep it universal for all. So those things you might see from modders, but Giants would never put that in the game, unfortunately. I don't want PETA banging down the door.
Yeah, I'd heard the same thing around animal breeding as to another reason.
Okay, yeah.
Avoiding the whole birds and bees conversation around how that happens.
Are we done?
Yeah. Yeah, we chewed through that.
What is it with the series and speed?
Like I said the other day, I think we're just so used to having big fields, but big equipment that take a lot longer.
Yeah, true. This feels balanced, right? Kind of feels like the machinery fits the the size of the farm quite well.
Certainly does.
Gonna need another shed at this rate, Args.
Well, we'd need to buy the potato shed at some stage too, and that's not cheap.
Yes, we do.
There's a little bit of worry how we're going to afford that.
We do. We might have to take a loan out for that one.
Possibly.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, there's nothing else to do, really, is there?
No.
We're going to cut some trees down, but it's probably a good place to finish things up.
Perfect timing. That was great fun. Good chat. Nice to have so many people on as well. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all
very much for the fresh subs and for hanging out with us, I suppose. Putting up for FS22 being late.
Yes, sorry guys. The roadworks on the motorway from Glasgow to Edinburgh was shocking.
You're not wrong, Mark. He does look a lot like Jason Statham, even in his avatar here.
Oh dear. I don't think I'm in as good a shape as Jason Statham, though.
It's been stopped spending so much time sitting in front of a computer.
Yeah. 2 years of sitting in front of a computer does not. Oh, Ola's dropped in right at the last minute. Hey. Nice to see you, Ola.
Welcome, Ola. How you doing, mate?
So yeah, no, thank you very much, mate. That was fun. We said the other day that it would be fun to do a live stream on here, as it was.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, no, that was great, and I guess I'll see you in about 10 hours.
10 hours. Yeah, I'll go spend the day doing things, and you'll go have a sleep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll drop on a Discord and have a chat with you after this, because I need to make sure we don't make a hash of the timings.
Oh, time. Yeah. Good point. Very good. All right, mate. I'll thank you very much for that. Thank you, everyone in both streams. Chat, it's been a pleasure to have you all here.
Yeah, thank you very much,
look
everyone.
forward to catching you next time. So take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekends.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, mate. And yeah, I'll see you later. And thanks, everyone. Have a good rest of morning, noon, night, wherever you are. Those shorts, though, I know, Legacy, you're right. Those legs. Get a suntan, man. That's shocking.
Where are we? Where is no man's land between Spain and France? I should be a bit browner than that, shouldn't I?
You should, especially in July.
Yeah, especially in July. Hang on. Can I do it on the fly? Let's see. There you go. How's that?
Oh, brilliant. Look at that. Instant tan.
Instant tan.
That's totally out. That's a bottle of Saint-Tropez out. That is definitely not sun-baked.
Spray tan. little bit yellow around the edge.
Yeah.
Funny. All right, everyone. Thanks for that.
Yeah, don't know where we can go from there.
No, just press stop.
Yeah. Good night, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.